I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting in the home.
Poppin' knockin' when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a Batman, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be Molly. Don't have to take it undercover. Just on. Bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going. And I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party. Yeah. Turn into the greatest party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping. Yeah. Now I feel my body drifting. Yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted. The mind tripping. Yeah. Excuse her while she kiss the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often more than just a little. I be shooting down the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air, fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up, yeah. And my love a tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. My body dripping. Girl, she got me lifted. The mind tripping. Excuse her while she kiss the sky. 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 Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, now breathe, baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Yeah. Inhale, exhale, let's take a breath and breathe, baby. Excuse her while she kiss the sky. 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 wants to overthrow our love. Maybe too much ain't enough, and we won't make it out alive. She's got a rebel heart. She's had it from the start. Out there on the run again. She's got a rebel heart. One day she...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Chiefs going up against the Bulldogs. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Kansas City Chiefs and the London Bulldogs. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And here now the offense heading back out there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Watch it now. 3-19.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Back to throw here. And his pass incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
That post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And all deep in his own territory. Caught taking it right down Broadway. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Watch it now. Detroit.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play. So the pass complete, but he took a shot there. Great concentration.
And what the defense is hoping for, Brandon, is that they can accumulate those types of shots all game long. So hopefully his concentration won't stay at that same level.
Well, the offense lining up first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard!
He'll drop to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're...
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And taken at the 46. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stays on his feet. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up? And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage?
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now back out comes the offense.
Trying
to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. From left side, it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, land it. Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Here we go. Bad 38. Bad 38.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll set up a throw, and he slings one that's incomplete. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, and that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Their big tight end, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers. But those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
Time running out here on the play clock. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And oh, he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Gun.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Over. Leopard.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly. And
we'll see how they attack here. Shift together here from the D-line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Their big-bodied receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down in bounds for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but Guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Back there. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Great. Now look at 57. Over. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Back there, Philly, here we go! Here we go! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 15 on the and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! Green! Back Leopard! Leopard!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Hey, you got 3. Here we go. 3,
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
let's go! Green!
They'll try and throw for it here. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard
You know the part of the song, everybody sings along. Well, that's us, listen up, shout it out, I'm talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight. From the streets to the tracks, there's never looking back, 'cause the past doesn't last. Long as we're together, just keeps getting better. Just keeps getting better. Hey, we know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Hey, we make the rules, break them when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. Unwinding every moment.